recording, but so I'm saying, welcome this to the Four Elements room of the Peace Weekend Up Convergence. We're so happy you're joining us today. This has been just such a rich week so far, and we have a few more days, and then the Peace Weekend happens after that. So today, all of the elements are important, and we honor all the elements, but we have chosen water to be our lead element. We say our highlight element, because right now we're on the planet, water represents the sacred feminine, and it is time for the sacred feminine to rise up into leadership. And also Jim and I, who are the stewards for the Four Elements room, my name's Maya Shaw Gale, we have been supporting the World Water Law, which is a new movement with the intention of bringing connection and unity among all peoples, whatever background, that the water is this one element that we know everything that's alive is mostly made of water, and that we have a chance to unify around our common human need for water, understanding of the sacredness and the importance of water and good, clean water, and of protecting the water. So I'm so honored that today we have with us Kim D'Onofrio and Joanne Barrett. Kim is a water blessings and water ceremonies, and she supports a group of water warriors in New Jersey and New York. And Joanne Barrett is comes from the Gathering of Light Interspiritual Fellowship. And so I welcome the two of you, and I'm going to say I'm bringing my sacred water bowl today that's been here for every presentation throughout this week of wonderful presentations, prayers, ceremonies, teachings, and videos. It's holding all this will be given to Grandmother Ocean at the end of the week. And so I would just like to turn it over to Kim and to Joanne.
Thank you, Maya.
Thank you so much for coming and bringing your particular approach to water blessing. Thank you, thank you.
Hi, everyone. I would like to start by saying thank you for everyone for showing up this evening to the second annual water celebration, Blessings and Blessings. Water has always resonated with me, and it's very important for us to take care of our water. On November 2nd, 2018, Gathering of Lights Fellowship, 20 of our members did a pilgrimage with Reverend Joanne to the Parliament of World Religions. And it was a lovely experience to be with people, to come together for peace and inclusion, and for the power of love. And after that week that we spent there, we came back, and Reverend Joanne asked us all to think about, what we experienced and what we brought back from the Parliament of World Religions. And I thought about it a lot, and the idea, I felt that water was something that I brought back from the Parliament of World Religions, because I was in a ceremony with the indigenous people, and I asked them, at the ceremony, what can I bring back to my community to share with my community? And they said, you can bring back the water blessing. And that is something that I'm going to share with everyone today. So upon the completion of the trip, I started a program called the Long Island Water Warriors. And since then, we've been doing once a month, we collect water, and we give it to, we have a celebration on Saturday, and we do a water blessing. And after that blessing, some of our participants, our fellow members, come up and take the water, and they bring that water to, they put it in a window for 7 days, and they pray to the water. And after 7 days, they take it to a location, and they put the water into an ocean, a lake, a river, because water has energy and water has memory. So when you pray to the water, collectively, all those prayers and all that energy goes into the water, and it's a healing process. And in that healing process, we can help the planet and heal the water and make sure that, you know, there's enough of it for us to go around, because that is one of the things that are happening today. We don't have enough clean water, and by 2030, there won't be enough water for all the inhabitants of this planet. So it's very important that we take care of the water. I had this aha moment, and I realized, you know, water, I love the way it feels against my skin. I love to listen to the droplets of rain. I love to feel it under my toes. It's so marvelous. It quenches your thirst. It keeps you clean. It's the lifeblood of our planet. So I'd like to say, just give me a minute. We're going to now show a video, a slide presentation of Long Island and how water resonates within our lives. So I'm going to do a screen share. Chris, are you ready? Okay, Chris is going to narrate this slideshow. Hold on. Share. All right, a minute. Share your screen. Click. Share. Where is it?
At the bottom of your screen, Kim or Joanne, is a green screen that says share screen down at the bottom.
I just did it 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, there's a Water Warriors tab on top. You just need to click on the tab up on top. You see on the top?
Up on the left here, it says we are Water Warriors from Long Island, Google Slides.
It's like
Up on the left,
right.
up on the left, there, yeah, right there. Click on that, that's it, there it is.
Thank you, girls. Sorry.
Now go to present. You got to press present.
Yes, I have that. Yeah, yep. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, we have to go to the first one.
All right.
Say exit and then start over again, maybe.
All right. Is that the beginning?
Nope,
No.
go, see if you can slide up to the top. Using the slide on the side here. See, this is slide,
Side.
see the slide?
Not in the picture.
Not in the picture, over here. Down, yeah, keep going, go to the top, go to the top. There it is. Okay, click on the top one. That's right. And now hit,
Thank you.
click on share. I mean, click on present.
Yeah.
Up on the top. There you go.
Let's go. I don't know why I lost my, sorry, everyone. Okay.
Okay, we are Water Warriors from Long Island. Formed by glaciers in ancient times, constantly reformed by waves. We delight in many rivers. But even with our bounty, we are threatened. We take our gifts for granted, wasting and destroying them. We never think of where it comes from, assuming it will always just be there. Yes, the water cycle restores it, as it always has. But our groundwater is being infiltrated, and there's the salt water is coming in and getting into our freshwater aquifers. The groundwater is really hard to clean, and those red dots, those are carcinogen sites where there are carcinogens in the groundwater. Next. Our drinking water comes from the groundwater, and this slide shows industry in a tank, a leaking tank, could be a leaking oil tank. It goes into our groundwater, and here's the house pumping up the poisonous water into the homes. And we never even think of it, if we even know about it. But we're not alone with this problem. The bad news, the world will begin running out of water by 2050. The good news is it's not 2050 yet. On June 6, 2017, U.S. Secretary General Antonio Guterres addressed the UN Security Council meeting on maintenance of international peace and security. He warned the group that by 2050, we won't have enough fresh water for the people who need it. Demand for water will have grown by 40% by 2050, and 25% of the people will live in countries without enough access to clean water. But this is nothing new. The UN has been talking about this for decades. Back up. This is due to many reasons. Most of the water is not fresh anyway, it's salt water, and only a very small amount of that fresh water is readily available, about 1% of all of the water in the world. What causes it? Agricultural use, melting glaciers, industrial pollution, growing populations. These are all contributing to our losing what we have. But the result is always the same. People suffer. And this is happening in India, parts of India, the taps are running dry. And this is happening in many places in the world. This is a water tank, and people have no more water coming out of their sinks. They have to get water from a water tank that's brought in. Animals and nature suffer. This is from Ethiopia. This is a dead animal of some kind. Look what happens to nature. The world is running out of water. Time is running out.
Thank you, Christine.
Welcome.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
So thank you, Christine, for that. And what we have up next is we're going to do the sacred water ceremony. So if everybody could give me a moment, we're going to get settled with that now. Welcome, everyone, to the Sacred Water Celebration and Water Blessing Ceremony. As you can see here, we have some glasses of water filled, like some jars of water filled with sacred water. The first thing you do for a sacred water celebration is you get a clean glass, must be glass. You fill it up with clean water, you close it, and you put it in a sunny location for 7 days, like in a window, out, so up by any location in your home, you can put the water in. After 7 days, after you pray to the water for 7 days, you take the bottle of water and you bring it to any ocean, lake, actuary, anything that has water, pond, and you dump your prayers with all the energy into the ocean. You could take this home, this water, and take it to your communities and share it with everyone so that everybody can become a water warrior. So this is actually what we do. We take the bottle, put the fresh water, and this bottle is peace because unity is promoting peace and inclusion and the celebration of life and helping climate change, and especially water, because we need to protect our water. So then you fill the jar with water. This is peace. We also have one here for unity, because this is Unity Caravan. So again, you fill the jar with clean water. You take this jar, you put it in a sunny location for 7 days or longer, for however long you want to pray to that water. You put good intentions into the water. You pray to the water, you thank the water, because without water, we don't exist. We drink it, we use it to clean ourselves, to brush our teeth. Every time that you're using water, remember to thank the water. Water is our life's blood. So I hope that everybody can take this back with them and start a program in their communities. Maybe they could have a chapter like the Long Island Water Warriors. We'll put our email, my email and the address, and you can tell me of programs that you're starting in your community. Thank you for this time, and it's going to go back to we're going to do a few testimonials of people in our audience, and let us hear from everyone what water means to them. Okay, Reverend Joanna, you ready to start that program?
Yeah, you want to show the video?
Oh yeah, let me do that. Hold on. Water Warriors video coming up.
Morning, everyone. Last year we went to, as you know, the Parliament of World Religions, and I wanted to bring something back from that trip, which I have for all of us to share, which is our water blessing ceremony. And what that is our planet, is in need of a lot of help. So our prayers will help that. We're 80% water, so we have to protect our waterway. We'd like to come up and take some water home, and what you do is you get this honey window, and you pray for it for 7 days. Or as long as you like it, for 7 days at least, and then you could empty that body of water into any ocean or waterway that you think is there, the collection of those, even our water.
Welcome back, everyone. I hope everyone enjoyed that little video and the slideshow about what's actually happening to our water. I'm now going to hand over the mic to Reverend Joanne so that we can have some testimonials from our audience.
We're doing the prayer from Angelica.
Is she here?
Yes.
Angelica, are you here?
She is here. Mhm.
Okay.
Yes, she's waving her hand there.
Yep.
Oh, hi, Angelica. I don't have the full screen. All right. I'm sorry, Angelica. I didn't see you. I didn't know if you were here or not. All right, Angelica, can you do your prayer for us? I'd appreciate that.
Unmuting. She's unmuting now.
Okay, perfect.
Angelica, you have to unmute. Angelica, it didn't work. Try it again. Thanks, Diana, for helping her.
No.
There you go.
Okay, great. Yeah. Okay. The electronics are really a challenge for me because if I get too close, there's a large static and sometimes it's damage to the computers or to the cell phone. So I have to stay as far as I can to make sure that I deliver what I am committed to deliver with the responsibility on my part. And I'm very grateful to Diana because she has been my savior. So since what I must merge, so I'm merging with this soul of beloved Diana as we serve together. It is not me alone. Whatever I do in service to life, it is always with the consciousness of oneness of all that is, and as well as with very loving cooperators that I am so blessed to have at my side. With gratitude to the beautiful center of life, I am grateful for this opportunity came to be a part of this blessing. I am light, love I am. I am that I am. Blessing the water element, which has been selected this day for this precise ceremony. Honoring and blessing the undyings of the water. And great gratitude to the mighty directors and legions in charge of the water element. May we be blessed with the forgiveness that I ask to the element of water for the misuse and abuse to its precious essence by the innocence and ignorance of humanity. Forgive us, forgive us, forgive us. I call upon the divine blessings of harmony, to appease the elements, to open the gates, to open the vibratory activity so we can bring the healing elements to the water, to every body of water in the entire planet. I am that I am in God's most holy name, in God's most holy way, in God's most holy love, bringing this blessing on behalf of all humanity, on behalf of all life, which depends so much on your blessed element. I am grateful, I am grateful, I am so very grateful for the glorious response of the water elements, wherever and wherever. I am in service, I am directing the healing, directing peace, directing about love and gratitude to the water element. In the most holy name of God, I am charging all the other elements that require to facilitate the healing of the water element. In gratitude to all united in consciousness and through this via of technology, we are grateful. We are grateful. We are grateful for all their efforts, every step they take in defense and in service to all the elements. May every step on the way leave the imprints of their service with a gratitude to all life. I am grateful. I am grateful. I am grateful. From the heart, center of my being, I direct the blessings of my mighty I am presence. And beloved Holy Christ out to charge the blessings and gratitude to the water element. so be it and so is, ever expanding and world encompassing. In God's most holy name, in God's most holy way, in God's most holy love. Love, love, love. Amen and amen.
Amen.
In thy name I am. Thank you for the
Thank you. Thank you so much, Angelica. That was beautiful. Thank you. Okay, Reverend Joanne. Blessings, Angelica. Thank you.
Thank you all. This has been tremendous. And I'm so excited. And Kim, I can't say enough for the effort that you've put in and all the hard work and always doing for our community and making sure that the water is there. I have my water with me. One of the jars refilled again with the water. Angelica, I put it up to make sure it was infused with your blessing as well, to continue our blessings and our light and our love. So we're going to open it up now. If somebody would like to, if you can raise your hand, if you know there's an electronic hand that you can raise, and I'll ask you to keep your sharing to 3 minutes if you want something that you'd like to share about participating in the water blessing ceremony or something that you have done personally that works for you, a blessing for the water. We'll have some shares. So if you want to raise your virtual hand, or if you can, we have too many, we are on 2 screens, so you can try waving me down if there's something you want to say, and I can look for you that way as well. Is there somebody who'd like to share their story? Who is sharing here? Okay, I will break the ice then. I guess I will break the ice, and I will come up on here and just share this, the experience. A lot of times too, a lot of things come to the gathering, and we were doing a water blessing. We would always do it once a year around this, the service. We would have a celebration for theophany, and that is the baptism of Jesus. In the Greek Orthodox tradition, that is when they believe that Jesus actually, the Holy Spirit came upon him and he became divine, incarnate in that moment. And so we have a baptism where people are allowed, we bless the water and everyone comes up and just takes some water themselves and does their own blessing with the water and making that connection. We have water that we've brought in from all different sacred sites around the world. We've put it together, been blessed by the Wesak moon ceremonies and sacred sites of where the Blessed Mother from the Christian tradition has shown up, and her waters have been there, and we mix all that water together with our own blessings, and everyone has a chance to come up front and do their own kind of baptism if they'd like for me to assist them in whatever they want to say and how that works for them, to remind them of that divine presence within them. So when Kim brought this, then on top of that, it really helped to bring it home, because one of the things we're very focused on is positive, practical spirituality, and really being practical with our spirituality. It's beautiful to have a wonderful ceremony when you want to go home, you want to bring it with you. And on Long Island, as Chris did a wonderful job to reminding us, Chris is our resident scientist there, Chris, thank you, reminds us that how really intrinsically connected we are to water here on Long Island. The water table is very, very high, and it's very close to us, so everything we do really affects the water. We have lots of, we are an island, and so I know myself, anytime I need healing, I'll go to the beach, put my feet in the water, dig my toes in, allow the water to just keep coming back up. I like to go to the beach when it's empty and quiet, because I cannot go to the beach without, first for me, what really connects me is Yemaya. And Yemaya And the water and the beach for me is just so profound. So I just feel really called to with the water here now to just bring her in. And so I just would like to do that for a moment. Yemaya hasesu, hasesu yemaya, yemaya holodo, holodo yemaya, yemaya asesu. Hasesu yemaya, yemaya olodo, olodo yemaya. It just, I'm right there at the ocean every time I call to her and connect with her. And I just do another really quick story about the ocean. My daughter wanted to get married at the ocean, and I've officiated many ceremonies at the ocean, and none of them had rain. And my daughter's is torrential downpour, and I'm out there in the rain yelling at Yemaya and everybody else to allow my daughter to have this wedding. And I said, I know you're giving me water and I'm blessed, and I know it's all a blessing, and I love the blessing of the water and the connection to the water. I said, but we need the water to stop for the ceremony, and so we can do this. And my daughter would not say no. She said, no, we're not setting up inside. This wedding's going to happen outside. And I said, whatever thy will be done, what do you need me to do? And I heard really clearly, can you help me clean up the beach? And I had my feet in the water and had my eyes closed. And what came up to me was like a plastic bottle. And all of a sudden I looked around, and there was, I mean, here I was at this, out in the Hamptons, this beautiful location on the beach, and it wasn't cared for. And there were things that were needed to be cleaned up. So we spent the time in the rain, running around the beach, cleaning things up. And the rain stopped, the sun came out, and we had the wedding on the water. The water will answer to us. It does refresh us and help us, but it needs our help too, to be of assistance. And doing this is really, really profound for me. I recently put up a little picture of the Greenbelt Trail. There's a little stream there where I poured some of the water in. I've taken our children there to hunt for fairies. And we've had a wonderful time, but the stream needs that refreshment and the water. So Kim, doing this is really, really giving me a lot of hope. That's why. And the hope is healing our past experiences so that the water, and that's what water does, washes us clean, right? But we need to really be respectful and really caring of it. So that's enough out of me. I think I went a little over my time, but I'm going to look up again and see who's out there. Come on, somebody has a water story. You guys have great stories about your dropping the water in. I'll call on somebody if you don't raise your hand. Who do we have? There we go, Amy.
Hi, I'm Amy. Cami and I have done it a few times now. We take, after, it doesn't usually happen after a week. It's usually much longer than that. And we've taken it to the Hamptons, to the ocean. We've taken it to Robert Moses, to the ocean. We always take pictures, and, we say a prayer again as we're putting it, back into the ocean. I've heard other people say some interesting things that they've done with the water, but for me, I really feel that it needs to go back into the ocean, and that way it gets the most exposure. And that's really all I have. Thank you. Thank you, Kim.
You're welcome. Thank you, Amy, for being a warrior.
Thank you, Amy. Great job. Who's next?
Oh, come on, people. Last time you were so good. Where are you all?
So Nancy, I'm unmuting you. Tell us a water story, because you're the water. She's the mermaid from Magnolia.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick on you. Unmute yourself. Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, this is just the second time I've done this, with the water in the window. Because I have a basement apartment, I always get light. But I put it in the pool in the backyard the first time to just enhance the energy for family and friends. But my thing with water is that I honestly believe it's my element. I've been told that fire is, and I don't believe that. I get my energy from water. Now, I'm 77 and I have fibromyalgia and COPD, and I can swim. And I can breathe better in the water than I can not in the water. And that's before the mask. I just feel when I'm in the water like I am the water. So it's very therapeutic for me, not just physically, but spiritually, in the sense that that's where I meditate. Again, I don't get terrible monkey mind in a quiet meditation sitting, but I get body discomfort with the fibromyalgia, and I don't have that in the water. I don't have any physical discomfort, and I'm just truly just being. And I just feel like there's a molecule emerging. So I love water. That's it.
Thank you, Nancy.
That was great, Nancy. Anybody else would like to share their experience? Roseanne, you're another water girl. Come on. Unmute yourself.
Okay, here I am. It's funny. I do love the water. I kind of feel the same way. I feel the same way that I guess all the speakers have said so far. Oh wait, I'm getting a call. I gotta stop this. I was getting a phone call. But anyway, what's strange? Right now, I have really bad allergies, and my eyes are so dry. And I've been putting drops in constantly, yesterday, today, the past few days actually. And we don't realize, our body is made of we're mostly water, but when we lose it, don't realize the pain that we go through. And I'm going through that with my eyes right now. So I'm just praying that my eyes go back to normal, the water returns.
We'll pray for you.
Yeah, because it is quite painful when you lose it. And I can't imagine not being surrounded by water, not living here on the island. I'm camping now, but I came home today, right on the ocean. And it's just where I have to be, where I need to be. And if anybody wants to get involved, there's a lady that I know. Her name is Helen Boxwell. I don't know if anybody knows her, but she has this group. It's called to Empower, Water to Empower, and she raises money and awareness for a little place that she goes to in Africa, and she brings water to the community, and that's like that's what she does. If anybody wants to get a hold of her and see maybe like what she might need, I know she has fundraisers now and then, but it's really, really important to her. And if anybody wants, if it resonates with them, if you want to, I can, get you in contact with her and help her with her water quest for these people that don't have anything. But anyway, like I said, I don't take it for granted. Feeling the consequence without having it in my eyes right now. And yeah, I do appreciate it. And it is a big part of my life. Thank you. Thank you, Kim. This was beautiful.
Thank you, Roseanne.
Yeah, Helen goes to Ethiopia.
Yeah, yes, Ethiopia. I forgot. Yeah, that's why I didn't want to say.
Okay.
I forgot what it was. That's why I said a part of Africa, because I wasn't really sure. Yeah, but it is Ethiopia. You're correct.
Yes.
And she does
Is there anyone else? One last call I think we'll have time for. Anu, you've been asked to speak.
I'm having a hard time because my son lives in Oregon and I have friends on the West Coast. My daughter lives in Washington. And all I could think of right now is how important it is for the rain to fall on the West Coast. I found out that in the summer, it's just really hot, like over 90. And then as soon as November comes, from like November to May, it rains. So it's either really hot and not raining, or it's raining. And then it rains. You know, they talk about the rain from the West Coast, you know, how it rains in Oregon. Well, it doesn't rain all the time. So if you could just hold Oregon and Washington and California in your mind and in your thoughts, and think about the rain. And that's all I've been doing. Here it was pouring last week when I found out about the fires, and I thought, you know, how could it be that like we had floods in Babylon and anybody down by the water, and it's so dry out west? And, you know, it made me think. So I've spent the summer out there, and I just want to tell you that before I left, I went to Fire Island and I stood on the beach on the East Coast and I stared at the ocean. I said, I'm on the East Coast. And I said goodbye to the East Coast. And then when I went to the West Coast, I went to the Pacific Ocean and I said, and I spread my arms out and I said, I'm on the West Coast. And how cool was that for me to be able to do that over the summer? And let me tell you, I did like a sun salutation. I really love the water. I love the ocean. And when I was in Oregon, there's many rivers, and I would ride my bike on the river, and the water to me not only is beautiful and healthy, and we need the rain, but it's playful. And every day on the rivers, I saw people rafting and swimming naked out in Oregon. And the water and the water is playful too. And so I just want to close with, I think of that in Oregon, there's many rivers. There's one main river that all the rivers sort of branch out, and it kind of reminds me of that biblical verse that I am like the branch and I have many, I don't know exactly, but I'm the main branch, and how the water spreads all out. It's very sacred to me. Thank you, and pray for rain on the West Coast.
We will keep the West Coast in our prayers in closing.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody, for sharing. I think we should,
We have a few minutes left, so.
yeah, so I think we'll head into, we wanted to do a meditation now, just to really connect us all to the water element. So I just would like to invite you all to close your eyes and just to relax, to focus on your breath. And as you breathe in, feel yourself being present to where you are right now, gathered together from all different places. Following the breath, imagine yourself now walking through the woods to come across a beautiful stream. We've all talked about the oceans, but we're connecting now to the streams. The water while it's a baby, fresh, right out of the earth, trickling down. Feel the water. Just take a moment to realize your connection with the water. So before you go, step into this beautiful stream, clear, crystal, fresh. Give a heartfelt prayer of gratitude. And then gently step into the water and feel it running, refreshing your ankles, your toes, maybe your calves as you come up to your knees. Feel the water rushing by. And allow the water to take away any parts of yourself that just keep coming up to stop you from taking the extra time to care first for yourself, for those you love, and for the earth herself. Allow the stream to wash you clean. You call upon all the ancient water elementals, the angels who guard the waters, gods and goddesses of the waters from all the traditions of all the indigenous cultures, the water herself. And take a moment now and actually kneel down into the water as we ask the water's forgiveness for us as humanity, for taking it for granted. And again, feel the water's willingness to even wash the guilt and the shame of that away. Water teaches us how to flow, how to continually stay in the cycles of life. Know that your very intention now is so profoundly embraced and accepted and being sent out from this beautiful stream out to all the waters of the world. It's being evaporated up into the clouds and sent out into the atmosphere and connected to the whole cycle of water. As it helps to awaken humanity to learn how to share the water, respect the water, to love the water, appreciate the water, and understand our interconnectedness with. For only as the water lives and is fresh and clean, that is the only way that we shall live. We all come from the Goddess, and to her we shall return like a drop of rain. Flowing to the ocean, we all come from the Goddess, to him we shall return like a drop of rain, going to the ocean. We all come from the garden, and to her we shall return like a drop of rain, going to the ocean. Thank you, waters. Thank you, life. Thank you all for this opportunity to be renewed, refreshed, and joined together again. Take another deep breath. Feeling yourself charged, reconnected, revitalized, more inspired to trust the waters, to connect to water, and to know the blessing that you are to water in all you do. As we go back to our blessed warrior woman, Kim.
Hi again, everyone. Thank you, Reverend Joanne, for that beautiful meditation. As we all know, water is within us. And in closing, I would like to say that it is the foundation of life. As it flows through rivers and streams, it flows through us. Without water, there is no existence. We all drink from the same well. So just remember after this presentation, when you go home and shut off the video, to remember how important water is. When you brush your teeth in the morning, when you take a shower, when you make soup, when you walk in the rain, you feel the dew on your face. How would we feel if there was no clean water? What would we do? It's so important to our existence. So everybody, I hope you could take this information and start your own water warrior group in your area. And please let us know how it turns out. Again, you know, we're the organization of GOL, Gathering of Lights, in Huntington, New York. It's gatheringoflight.org if anybody wants to find out anything more about the work that we do, Reverend Joanne and our fellowship. We're all inclusive fellowship of all, we welcome anyone, all races, religions, and genders. So I hope that whoever's listening now will tune in and come and see what Gathering of Light is all about. And in your own community, if you'd like information on how to become a water warrior or how to start the process, I will leave my email in the chat, and anybody can email me if they have any questions on what to do on how to start the water warrior program in your area. You can even start it for yourself at your own home. As I said, take a clean glass of water, fill it with clean water, put it in a sunny location, pray to it for 7 days, put all those good intentions in, all your love, ask it, you know, thank it. Thank you for what it does for us, how it keeps us going. And, you know, take those intentions and put it in the water, because with each and every one of us, if we do that, those collective prayers, that energy will manifest. And together we will help our planet. And in closing, I would like to thank all my fellow water warriors and people that think that water is important, and the Four Elements Room and Maya and Angelica, and especially my favorite, Reverend Joanne, for making this all possible for me. Thank you, everyone.
Kim or Joanne, would you like to put in the chat maybe how people can reach you, or the Gathering of the Light website, the Water Warriors, whatever you have, put it in the chat. And as co-steward of the Four Elements Room, I just want to thank you so much, Kim and Joanne, and Angelica, for your beautiful prayer, Joanne for your beautiful voice and meditation. Kim, you brought such beautiful attention to why the water is so important to us, and the danger we have of losing our water. You really, really brought that home. And we thank you so much. It's like, and also making it so available that for people to work with the water, to bless the water, making it something that anybody can do. And it doesn't require a special status. Anybody can go and have that direct communication with the water.
Absolutely.
And you brought that home so beautifully.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So yeah, so now it's in the chat so folks can see how we can connect with Kim and Gathering of Light Fellowship. Yep, you have that website there
And
on Facebook.
I would just offer everybody as we just close, those of you can unmute if you're from the gathering. We always close with just words of peace from all traditions. So if those guys who want to join me, we go aloha,
Opa.
om
Aloha.
shanti,
Shalom.
om salam,
Salam.
Peace.
Peace.
jai janandra,
Janandra.
Blessed be.
Thing,
kaping, moro,
Oh,
akwene, namaste,
aho,
pace,
Ashe.
ashe,
aho.
Aho.
oh.